So we have this brand new Battle Rush event, which obviously this is pretty much exactly the same as Ultra Space Time Rush, except this one actually has pretty decent rewards. Now, obviously I've done this video pretty much how I'll do mainly every single event video nowadays in Legends, because sometimes they take a long time to record in one run, so I'll split up the fights here. I do show the team build, stuff like that. Now, I'm not actually a big fan of this event. I think the idea behind it is good. Like, the rewards are really good, but the way it's designed is very poor. So the reason I say that is, to start with here, for the first boss fight here, this took me quite a while to do. I think this took me like several attempts, because the good thing is with this event is, let's say for example, I mean, you probably can't really see it too much, go to speed up in a minute, is no matter what damage you do, so if you get all your enemies to like below 50% HP for example, right, and you either lose or you run out of timer count, you can then go back again with another team and then continue from where you left off. So that is good. I like that idea. That's fine. But it's still a very long event. Like, without me editing all this down, this video would have been like over, I think it's like 60 minutes long. So it does take quite a long time, even though I've got all the new units, stuff like that. In the end, the last fight, I don't actually use the new caller, just because I wanted to try and make it a little bit easier to sort of show people you don't need the new unit. It obviously helps out, but you don't necessarily need to. Because you see, even then on the first battle there, we did bring Caller. He did okay. He did pretty good damage, but still, as you can see, it took several attempts to get this done. So, and another reason I don't really like this event too much, I mean, I think in the first two stages, so the first two bosses, it doesn't really matter. I think it's from 3 onwards, is when it heavily relies on arts boosting. Now, arts boosting, you know, I think is definitely very good. You know, in terms of what it does at PvE, it is good. But for this one, you have to like arts boost some units. I think it's the last fight has to like over level 70, which is okay, but it's for the units that they recommend you to bring is just not worth arts boosting. So for me, arts boosting units should be like focus on probably like ultras or like tag units, so like tag Goku and Bark for example. They're very good for these sort of events because they can take on 2 enemies here, you know, with their type switches, stuff like that, than some of these other units. So arms boosting unit like that is very good. Like on this fight here, we bring the, well, not new, but the Trunks and Gohan there. So obviously they have the tag switch there from obviously red to purple. So you can see what I mean, like arms boosting them to max is perfect because they're going to help out in these sort of events. But in this fight, well, not this fight in particular, but in this event, they want to do like some powerful opponent characters. Obviously you can do, so if you arts boost units you can potentially do, but it's still, I don't see them being very impactful other than just this event, if that makes sense. So wasting all your resources on just for this fight for like 100cc and the guaranteed medal you need to actually use for, or to get for the free copy of Super Vegito, the Ultra Super Vegito, it's pretty poor event. Like, I still, like I said, I understand why they're doing this, is because they want you to start using your arts boost more, which I do recommend. Arts boosting is definitely very good, but you don't want to waste, like, for example here, the Legend Bardock, very good choice here. Even Legend units, I would say they're a very good choice actually arts boost, depending which one you do. Because obviously with Legend units here, they get double the damage, depending if they are. So like Bardock could have double the damage against purple units. So units like that are very good to arts boost. So for example in this fight here, even though I sped it up, Baby there had no arts boost at all, arts boost level. And because of that, he gets a huge debuff. So that made the fight go even longer than I wanted it to be. So you can sort of see what I mean. Like, it is a good idea, but having a fight that's so long to do is just annoying. Like, if they made this only one character on the team you had to defeat, that's fine. So yeah, as you can see there, it was like what, minus 90% damage. So having the 90%, I think it was like strike, blast, stuff like that. Like, it's such a huge deal in these sort of fights where, I mean, I wouldn't say the fight itself, well, mainly all these fights, they weren't particularly hard. Like, I remember dying, but it was just over a long period of time. It wasn't like an instant one-shot. So I don't think it's hard in terms of that sense. But it's just hard because the units they want you to bring to help you speed up the fight or help you make the fight easier, you need to art boost. Like for this one here as well, I thought I had the Legend Goku Black done for the art booster, but I was wrong. I must have got to do him. But I mean, you can't really see, like I said, sped it up. He was doing like literally just tickling the opponent. Like it was doing no damage at all. I mean, if you art boosted him, yeah, he would do really good damage because that's obviously what you need. But since they get the huge debuff, it just makes the fight a whole lot harder. So as I said, like at the start, I mean, I don't think at the start you need to have the arts boost, but yet again, it would help out. But they recommend bringing Lineage of Evil characters. So unless you do the new cooler, which obviously I recommend to do, the new cooler is definitely broken. So doing him would make sense. But if you don't have the new ultra cooler, it makes the fight even longer. So you can sort of see what I mean. Like the rewards in this event, insanely good. I really like the rewards. But it's just the way the event is formatted, I guess you can say, is very poor. You know, like the difficulty of the fights now I think is fine. It's just the units they want you to bring are ridiculous. Except for the last fight. The last fight they make it a little bit easier, which I think we're still 2 more away. But the last fight requires any unit from the saga from the movies, and also I think level 69 art boosted above. So for that, obviously you can bring like Ultra Gogeta Blue, obviously the newer 1th anniversary. You can bring the Legend Broly, which I think I did do on my second run, I think. So that's what I mean, like that sort of fight is a bit better because a lot more people will have them sort of units and have them sort of boost. So like that's a good team to, well not team, but I guess good category to have there for, you have to have art boost stuff like that. Like this fight here, I think I did, most of these fights I just did auto because I just wanted to see what the game would recommend me to bring. And by the way, for the trial missions as well, pre-show missions at the start, you just have to Rising Rush, that's it. So it's not that big of a deal. So fairly easy to get done. But yeah, for this one here, Ultra Cell I think was the only unit I had arts boosted, and he's the only one that did any sort of damage. So it is a stupid design, but I can see what Legends is doing, but at the same time, if they want us to just arts boost as many units as possible, they're going to give it more rewards for, you know, obviously making these a bit easier to do. Okay, I think I accidentally sped up the team selection there because you can obviously see anyway who I picked. But I think this one here, yeah, I think this one here was at level 69 and above as well for arts boost, I think. Doesn't matter, it's poorly designed. I think what they should have done to make this fight better, or make the event better, is have no debuffs, but if you do have that unit arts boosted, you get plus 90%, you know, inflicted damage and stuff like that. I think having that sort of design would be better than making it even harder by minusing all your stats. So I think we go over this one here, yeah, trial rewards, stuff like that. So I think if 500cc throughout all, well, if you do every single stage here, so pretty decent rewards, you know. I guess here we're about to see who I pick anyway. I can't really remember who I picked from the first run here. Actually, I brought Broly and Paragus. They did pretty good, actually. I remember that now. And then I think I brought Beast Gohan as well. And then, was it Super Gogeta I brought? I must have, actually. Obviously, you don't have to bring them. Just for me, they were arts boosted, so it made perfect sense to me to bring them. But yeah, you could essentially bring Broly as well. Broly, Gogeta Blue. Like I said, in the second run, I do bring him anyway. Yeah, again, 90%. It's just so stupid. Makes it like a whole lot harder to get this done. But I guess, like I said, the good thing about this fight, or this event, is you can just restart where you left off. You know, with a new team, just same health and that. So it is good in that point of view, but they should have made the fight a little bit easier for the whole play base. Because like, if you're free to play, or if you're very new to the game, I don't honestly think, I mean, you could get it done, but like, I'm talking about like brand new. Like, if you've only got like a few weeks into the game, you probably won't have the units required to actually get this done, I don't think. You know, so, but I guess it is high difficulty, so most players probably won't do, like, new players won't attempt it, but, you know, Legends want more people to play the game. They're going to make it more friendly for everyone to do it, you know? Because, like, I mean, I guess it's not a whole lot of CC, but, like, you still want to get the other medals as well, the premium, what was it, Summerfest premium medals? But, yeah, as you see, there's all of them done. Like I said, it wasn't easy, but it wasn't hard either. I would say it's a very average sort of difficulty, intermediate difficulty, I guess you can call it. It was just the restrictions were just the main issue for me. But the reward's pretty decent, like I said. Pretty good start actually to Summerfest, I would say. With all the events, stuff like that, the new content, it is definitely a very good start. But if you guys do need more help, just leave a comment down below and try and help out as best as I can. And if you guys like this video and you'll see more, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.